Welcome, sisters and brothers, to another daily devotional brought to you by the Pan-African Orthodox Christian Church. I'm Aswad Walker, Associate Pastor of Shrine 10 here in Houston, Texas. And today's word is entitled, Take Control of Your Time Ritual. And I'm going to read a scripture from Exodus chapter 5, verses 4 through 7. I'm going to read just a part of it. And it says this: Pharaoh gave this order to the slave drivers and overseers in charge of the people. You are no longer to supply the people with straw for making bricks. Let them go and gather their own straw. Take control of your time ritual. Our beloved founder and first Holy Patriarch, Jeramogi Adebiajiman, he knew that one of the most important tools for transforming niggerized black people to empowered beings was the use of our time ritual. He understood that what folk do with their time allows us to either work for or against our own best interests. Our daily schedules are time rituals. They either free us to do for self, or they enslave us and have us chained to an enemy system that sucks the life out of us, that dictates all of our time, or darn near all of our time, so that we are extending energy, we're running, we're giving our blood, sweat, and tears, and we think we're going somewhere, but we're really just running in place. Our presiding bishop loves to call that the devil's treadmill, where you're extending all this energy, you're moving, you're thinking you're moving anyway, you're running and sweating, and you're going nowhere fast because you're giving all of your time and your energy and your effort and your ideas to others who don't even care about your best interests. Our beloved founder, our current presiding bishop, they recognize the power of the time ritual, and that's what's going on in our scripture. Pharaoh hears the rumblings of the Hebrews who are trying to use their time to organize for freedom. So what does he do? He changes their time ritual. They were already working a slave job, but he was trying to extract even more of their time so they would have less time to work for themselves because they'd have to spend more time working for him. In other words, he was forcing them to work unpaid overtime or come in on the weekends. But y'all know how Pharaoh does. They take more of our time and we give it to them, so we can't even give it back to us. And since slavery, this has been going on. Other folk dictating to us our time ritual, dictating how we spend our time, darn near all day, darn near every day. If you work a job, if you go to school, which is like working a job, everything about your day centers around that job. You get up in the morning at a certain time so that you can be on time for that job. Then you start scrubbing and getting yourself together so you can be presentable for that job. Then you get in your car or jump on the bus or MARTA or Metro or whatever so you can get to your job, so you can do that job. Once you arrive to work, you spend your 8, 9, 10, 12, 15 hours doing that job. Then it's time to go home, and that's another 15, 20, 30, 40 minutes, hour trying to get home so you can rest up. Once you get home, maybe you eat a little something, spend a little time with the kids, with the spouse. But what you have to do, your options with that little free time that you have, is still dictated by your job, because you got to be thinking, I've got to be able to get home in time enough to get in bed so I get enough sleep so I can wake up on time to do it all over again, to get back to that job. Our time rituals have us running on the devil's treadmill, and they give us little time and energy to do anything for ourselves, for our families, for our communities. for our people. One of the reasons people are so uncomfortable in this pandemic is because it's pushed the big pause button on what we view as normal, our Pharaoh-approved time ritual, our normal daily functioning pattern. Folk are going stir crazy. Folk are being stressed. Abuse is up. Stress is up. Depression is up. People are ready to go back to quote unquote normal life, their usual Pharaoh-sanctioned time ritual. Not because it's better for us, but because it's what we know. It's what we know. People are ready to go back to that, even though it's a time ritual that offers very little personal fulfillment, opportunities for growth spiritually and otherwise, opportunities to serve our people, to make your life better, your community, your family better and stronger. So here's a suggestion. Instead of focusing on what we lost, that Pharaoh's time ritual, let's celebrate and take advantage of the opportunity that is before us. The opportunity to develop your own time ritual. This is a once-in-a-decade opportunity, a chance to break free from the Matrix. Amen, Neo, Trinity, and Morpheus. An opportunity to write your own story, to create your own path, to say to hell with those bricks and straw, or to use those bricks to build your own institution. Why not create your own time ritual? One that's racially affirming, culturally enriching, spiritually uplifting, intellectually stimulating. You can do that. Why not create your own? And I know that eventually we're going to have to go back to business as usual, so to speak, the normal time ritual. We still got to pay them bills. I understand that. But I guarantee you that once you've had a taste of freedom, once you've had a taste of operating under your own time ritual, even when we go back to quote unquote business as usual, you will make adjustments because you can't go back to business as usual. You will find time where you didn't see time existing before. You will make those adjustments so that you will stay on your path to spiritual enlightenment, to becoming your fullest, best self. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. So sisters and brothers, let's do this. Let's operate right now. Let's create our own time ritual. Let's take advantage of this. Break out of the matrix. Let's do it. And I guarantee you, I promise you, you will emerge stronger and better when this pandemic storm passes over. Amen. Ashe. We'll see you next time.